Details of his national ID are being entered.
The opposition has engaged the Electoral Commission in a protracted battle over the rejection of the signatures to initiate a referendum. CORD laying blame squarely on the IEBC for bungling the exercise. But insiders paint a whole different portrait of an exercise doomed from the onset. A source at the Secretariat claims despite the publicity around the exercise, there was apprehension from members of parliament on the signatures collection push. Out of 4,500 signature booklets handed to the MPs, only 1,000 were returned. The source claims some booklets remain locked up in MPs' offices or were lost, while others were sold off by compromise clerks hired to undertake the exercise. But the CORD Secretariat's Chief Executive Officer has dismissed the allegations as a mere smokescreen.
It is the easiest route for fault finders to say that the Secretariat perhaps didn't do a good job. But even those saying so never visited the Secretariat. They never knew how this process was undertaken. And so they are speaking from a point of ignorance.
The Okoa Kenya movement was also hit by turbulence occasioned by infighting between the Committee of Experts and the Secretariat, the rivalry nearly overshadowing the referendum drive, the two organs fighting on who is the overall boss to spearhead the process.
So the role of coordinating collection of signatures was not one that was undertaken by the Committee of Experts. So first of all, it's wrong to blame the Committee of Experts.
Challenges in financing the exercise also rocked the boat from within. The source claims the exercise was largely dependent on the goodwill of the CORD governors, parliamentarians, and a host of partners and civil society groups. Consequently, the Okoa Kenya movement suffered a cash crunch from time to time. The source claims some politicians would never honor their cash pledges, while at times cash was diverted from the referendum drive to other pressing matters. Even the format of the signature book used has been questioned. That in the first phase, a complex booklet was produced requiring supporters to document their names, ID numbers, electors' card number, constituency, ward and polling station. This exposing the exercise to numerous data entry mistakes. But CORD insists the IEBC has suffered a serious credibility crisis to be entrusted with the forthcoming elections, and the Electoral Commission should therefore be disbanded.
But part of the booklets that IBC was displaying last week, there was those columns for phone numbers. And we were curious to know, because we never submitted to IBC any single booklet that had that column for phone numbers. So where did they get that one that has a column with phone numbers? Yet we removed all of them, they are in our custody.
CORD officials are steadfast that everything in the Okoa Kenya referendum drive was done by the book, and it is the electoral agency that slow punctured the referendum push. Samogina for The Big Question.